We started making the film in about 2016. I mean, I've known Gary for a few years anyway. We kind of spoke about doing it for a while, didn't we? But we started shooting in January 2016. Initially, it started off as a short film, like an half-an-hour documentary. But then we realised, you know, the potential of doing really well. So the initial 4-day shoot was getting to know the characters of the band, and leading up to a gig that we put on in Printworks. And that's where it began, wasn't it? It evolved from there, and different events.
Yeah, and then we discovered all different things. Certain things happened to us, like Tommy fell off the wagon on the Irish parade.
Yeah.
Fractured his eye socket, broke 4 ribs, so that was all documented in it. So, and then we moved on to the St George's Day parade, rained all day, we covered that. Then we went to London.
Yeah.
And we did all these various other things. Filmed us in our own homes, you know, Tommy's house, Ray's house. Finally we ended up at Kendal Calling, and we thought it was going to be another disaster, but it wasn't. It was the best gig we've done, really, wasn't it?
Oh, it was absolutely fantastic, yeah. Everything in the documentary leads to Kendal, because that's their moment, and all like the trials and tribulations along the way, like the failed gigs and the bad weather, and it all leads to Kendal Calling, which was unbelievable. They were on the same bill as Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds and the Charlatans and Madness. And
yeah, so we were backstage there, and I thought it was just going to be another disaster, to say the truth, because I looked through and there's about 6 people in this massive tent, honestly. And then we got on the stage and it was 3/4 full, and all the lights started going on the stage.
It's like Oasis were on the stage.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Singing Wonderwall and all that, and the place was in absolute uproar.
Yeah,
people on other people's shoulders and that, and they were kicking this big inflatable ball out to the crowd, and it just blew the absolute roof off.
So,
and I was just kind of stuck, because I wanted to get an audience, the crowd's perspective of what was going on, because I was like cameramen all over the place and stuff like that. They were all in position, so I got in the crowd. I was just looking around like that. I just couldn't believe it, because we really needed an end to the film as well. We've been filming for ages. We need the rats to have their moment. So I kind of, when it all proper kicked off, I just took a deep breath and just took it all in. I just knew we had a decent film in our hands. We had the ending to the film.
Ending that we needed.
The film's got like a lot of comedy in it, but it's got a bit of grit. It's quite gritty as well, and quite emotional places, isn't it?
The documentary is not just about busking. It touches on other subjects, you know, like Ray was brought up in children's homes, you know, things like that. And there's a lot of when you scratch beneath the surface, there's a lot of hardship and, you know, heartache there.
Looking to get it hopefully screened, probably the back end of this summer, possibly September at the latest. It's going to be shown. It's going to be a screening at Printworks.
That in itself could generate a bit of local interest, you know, because it's a Manchester group, and it covers a lot of areas of Manchester. We started off about, I reckon it was about 2013.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, must have been something like that. Yeah.
I just thought of an idea if I get something different to make us different. And one day I put a rat's head. Went to Lobby Bays and bought a rat's head for the drummer, and he put it on. And within minutes, people were throwing money at us. Basically, what it is, all these things that are going on with the Piccadilly Rats, it separates us from other buskers on the streets. Because we're more approachable. When people go out the pub, they join in with us singing Wonderwall and things like that. Whereas maybe they won't do it with another busker, because they're a bit more serious. But when they see us, they say, "Oh, look at these nutters here," and they join in. You know, every Saturday.
Is it still outside Primark?
No, not.
Because that's where I've seen you outside Primark.
Yeah, we used to go outside Primark, but we got moved from Primark because when we get a few people looking at us, they're backing onto the tram line. Yes. So we do it occasionally, but we're not supposed to do it there. So we stick to Lever Street now.
What I really love about Manchester is that in this town you can be a contender. Do you know what I mean? If you're half good at something and you're well up for it, you've got a chance of doing something, whether you're in a band or a poet or a filmmaker or whatever. It's just a great city, a great hub for people to come together and be creative. You know, being able to exercise their talent even if you're just half talented and you know what I mean, or whatever like me.